Hello, CI 149. I'm Jackson Sanchez. Figured I'd introduce myself again. And my 20 time piece project for this semester was creating my own screenplay. And to start off, the reason I chose this is I want to be an English teacher in the future, but I've really struggled with creative writing aspect. I'm really more of like a nonfiction guy. I could watch movies that are fiction, but for some reason I just can't come up with it to write it in my head. So I really figured I need to improve in that area. So it brought up this 20 time, sorry, project for me, and that's why I decided to do it. And the experience I had was so much different than I expected in a good way, actually. So to start off, the first thing I had to figure out was figuring out the structure of the screenplay. And I'm sorry I couldn't share it on the screen right here, but it is in the portfolio, the whole screenplay and the final writing update. So you guys could go check that out on my portfolio page in the 20 time spot. So, like I was saying, the format of a screenplay is actually way more confusing than people think. For starters, where I put fade in, fade out, how to learn where to indent those things, where to not put those things. The title page, even, it's a different font than the rest of the screenplay. And I really dove into the research of it. So I studied my favorite directors in movies. I know it was a play, but I kind of took it more of like a movie aspect. So I went through Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill script because that's like one of my favorite movies. Christopher Nolan's Batman. I looked at all those scripts and they're actually online if you want to check those out. And actually, behind me, Back to the Future, probably my favorite movie of all time. I read that script just to kind of gain inspiration and just to see how they were laid out. And that's what I base mine on. And also, the second part of it is coming up with a interesting topic. And at first, I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I can't come up with anything." And then that's when I figured, you know what? Let me make it relatable to my life, to what I know about, so it's easier for me to kind of get this thing started. So, in the story, if you guys go read it, it is called The Haunting of the Green Hotel. Now, some backstory, I'm from Shafter, California, a real small town outside of Bakersfield, and we had this so called hotel called the Green Hotel. It's actually one of the first hotels, I think, in California, especially in Kern County, where I'm from. And it mysteriously just shut down one day. Now, the rumor was they ran out of money, someone else bought it out, and now it's more like of a museum. But the old rumor was around the city that it was haunted and that these people were disappearing every time they would go in. So I kind of took that and ran from that. And I kind of took from Quentin Tarantino, if you watch his movies, he kind of adds a unrealistic twist to a lot of real events that happened in the past. So I decided to do that. And that's why I kind of just ran with this idea that, you know what, I'm going to make this a haunted story about this green hotel in Shafter in the present day. So I kind of did the setting is real. The setting of the Green Hotel is real. It takes place in the 50s. That's when the play really starts, and then we jump ahead to this 2020 saga where people are going missing again, and these two kids go missing really, and it's up to the Ghostbusters. I call them something different in the script. It's a one girl, the leader, and two guys, and they go to Shafter, and the mayor hires them, and they figure this out. And it's kind of funny. All the characters' names are based off my friends, our old teachers in the past, and I really think I did a great job of explaining everything and just making a good story. That was what I was proud about. I got creative finally, and it was because of this project. And just with each written update, I kept on diving more deeper into this thing, and I honestly just wanted to focus my attention onto this project. So when you read it, you're going to see that it's a part one. I only had time to finish part one. It's probably going to be about 30-minute screenplay, I would guess, if you count in all the movements added into the screenplay and everything. But I am currently writing part two just for my own enjoyment. And actually, something really cool happened to where Shafter, my hometown, where the story takes place again, has this theater where you could pitch ideas to them and they will do their play. And it's through like a high school program. And they actually really liked my idea. So not only will part one be featured one day, part two is on the way. So I can make it into a two series. And I think it really ended off on a good cliffhanger. So I'm just about out of time. Those are some of my experiences with my 20 time project. I'm so grateful for this. I would appreciate it if you guys go read the scripts, reach out to me for any, tips how to make it better. Thank you guys so much for a great school year, and I love this project. Have a good one.